so need on many levels, and one of those levels is for a fresh start. But back in the studio with me right now is Marcus Starr, so let's bring him back on the camera.
Hello.
Hello there, Marcus. We are having a lovely show.
And could I just say a big thank you to my first caller. What a lovely guy you are, and what a fantastic connection we had. So big thank you to you.
Lovely. So the guy caller first.
It was, yeah. It's funny, Karen, over the years, I mean, obviously we've been on there for 14 and a half years, but isn't it funny how it is a variety now, isn't it?
Lovely.
Of sort of male and female
it is.
now, isn't it?
Like years ago, I used to feel it was like 75 female, 25% male. I think it's a dead split now.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, like a dead sort of line.
Yeah, most definitely.
Yeah.
And it's exciting to be of assistance to everyone, isn't it?
And it's just lovely. I mean, I know you love it as much as I do being a psychic.
I do,
so
yeah.
I'm going to leave you out here answering texts and presenting to our viewers. And I'm going to go. I feel I'm going to them booths. Was that the instruction?
Yes, I think it was, yes.
So just before I go, my PIN number is 4073 and I'll leave you with Marcus.
Oh, okay, we'll see you in a little while, Karen. Thank you. See you in a little while. Right. Okay, so I'll hold the baton for a little while. Right, okay. So Karen's going to be going to the phones in a short while, okay? And of course, when she does, I'll let you know. She'll be logging into the phone system, and we'll see when she's available. Okay, she's a very busy psychic, so you have to really sort of try and get through to as quick as you can. Remember, this, you know, all the conversations that take place here are, you know, it's confidential, so it's between you and just the psychic. And of course, you know, Karen's been doing this work for many years, as I have. We've been on and off the show for 14 and a half years, which is a long time. And you know, she's ready to take your calls in a second. I will tell you when she actually logs in to the system, okay? So, but 0907 004 0033 is the number to call. And of course, you've got the mobile there, 87777. You can call straight away and actually come through to the reception team so they can book a psychic for you. Psychic of your choice, or you can actually, you know, they'll put a psychic on hold of your choice. So if you know a psychic roughly in your mind that you actually want to get through to, or maybe it's a psychic that you've been through before, the reception team are more than happy to assist you. And of course, we've got the mysticcall.com, which is a fairly new system, but you know, Psychic today is getting up with the times now, so things are changing very quick way. Karen's logged in. This is how quick you have to grab Karen. She's logged in and she's taken a call already. Okay, so we've got such a great team. It's not just Karen here, such a great team. And let me tell you some of the psychics that are available. We've got Victoria Armstrong. She's a you know, fantastic psychic. She's been in the studio so many times, and she's there logged into the system. She's ready there. She's been with us today on and off. 6637 Victoria Armstrong is now ready to take the calls. Lovely lady Christian Martin as well. Pin number 4541, he's ready to take your calls as well. So Christian Martin is very much there for you. He's a very busy psychic. He's available now. Grab him while you can. He will be busy throughout the evening. We've got Paula Reed there. She's on the webcam, 6833 there. There you go, there's Paula there. 0907 004 0033 is the number to dial straight away to get through to any of these wonderful psychics. We've got Joe, Audrey, Teresa, we've got Emma 4870, Psychic Doris 6504. All these psychics available to take your calls this evening. What a fantastic show already it is. I'm enjoying the show and getting interactive with you guys at home. Okay, so let me go through a few of these texts that have kindly come through to myself, and let me see if I can connect with the guides and connect with yourself this evening. Okay, so this first text comes through from the mysticcall.com. Marcus, please can you look around ye, Scorpio man, for me, please? Please. Gone a little quiet. Many thanks. Linny Gemini. Okay, Linny, thank you very much. Okay, let's have a look at this. Let's have a look at Scorpio man. Let's have a little look there. Right. Scorpio man has, you know, not just sort of disconnected from yourself. He, you know, he's trying to sort out his life. He's trying to get his life into a period where he knows how he can get things, when he wants things, and he's trying to organise and sort his own life out. He's trying to, he's basically trying to do self sort of repair. You know, if we look at a bicycle and we look at, you know, a puncture on a bike, I don't know whether he had a, you know, he used to have an old bike, but you know, we're looking at a repair of himself. Okay, now I know you know, from your point of view, you're looking at a repair with the relationship, and you know, we understand that, and they're there, you know, they're listening. They very much want the same as yourself, because you're psychic, you connect, you feel things, as you well know, and you know, your prayers are going to be answered with regards to what you want. But I feel as if this gentleman has a connection abroad, and I feel as if this person is trying to repair their life. Now, of course, with any repair, there's, you know, there's a time frame. There's a feeling of, you know, time. You know, time that they say, doesn't they? Time heals. It's like a heel on a shoe or a heel on a foot. It heals. And what I want to say to you is that, you know, all the walking, all the sort of, you know, passing time away, you know, all the sort of trying to, you know, sort of get this person out of your mind is not going to assist you. I feel as if it's time now to actually make that phone call, to actually pick that phone up and actually say how you feel, you know, because otherwise, you know, the scar, the wound is still going to be there. You know, the you know, the angry sort of, you know, sort of feeling that, you know, sort of the annoyance of the sort of pain is still going to be there. So, you know, picking up the phone and just trying to, you know, get a feeling of what's going on. He will answer. I do feel that. He will connect with you. I feel that. But what he's going to do is not tell you everything about the repair and what's going on in himself and in his life, but certainly going to come up with some sort of date or time when you two can connect and do things differently than what you did before. Yes, I know you want things, you will get them, you know, I've got no doubt about that, they're saying that, but certainly going to take time. I feel by Christmas time, I feel that repair would have been done himself, and I feel by Christmas time you'll have more of a connection with this person. Thank you for coming through to the show. Thank you. Hi, please may I have a love reading for September? Anything exciting happening, Sharon? Thank you. Big kiss. Thank you, Sharon, for coming through to Psychic today. Okay, let's have a look, Sharon. Let's have a look at September. Let's have a little look there. Okay. How can I put this? You know, Sharon, I want to say to you that there's, you know, you can hear me cough, you can hear things, you know, you're very psychic, you feel things yourself. But instantly, you know, with certain things we can't do on here, but, you know, what the guidance is saying to me and what this guide is saying to me is there's certainly a feeling that you're going to be, you know, sort of climbing mountains, not literally, but just sort of climbing up, climbing to where you want to get to, you know, being more in control of things, getting to a destination where you feel right in yourself. And not only right in yourself, but also others acknowledging that you feel right in yourself. Because it's okay, you know, sort of, you know, just carrying on and trying to do what we can. But other people sometimes are affected. When you're down, they feel down. When you're happy, they feel happy. And I feel with yourself, I feel you know, you're reaching to the top of, you know, of that destination. Okay, you know, if you look outside your window and you look at the hills, I can see it. I'm looking at the hills. I'm looking at certain places. I'm seeing, you know, a church straight down there. You know, we'll put that to one side. But I'm looking at certain places and fields, and I want to say there's a hill, there's somewhere, and I want to say that that's the destination that I feel in your inner self you can get to. Can you get to the top? I feel you can. Can you achieve your goals? Yes, I feel you can. But I feel it's got to come comes from within to do that. I feel the date that you've actually mentioned to me is actually a date when I feel you'll be certainly on top of things and very organised. I feel as if the house needs to be organised as well, so I feel that that does come into what I'm saying there. Thank you for coming through to the show, lovely. Thank you. Okay, so next, I'm very happy to hear there's a voicemail coming through. Good evening, who's there?
Oh, hi Jen, is Jay suitable for me, what you see? Thank you.
Okay, thank you. There's, interestingly enough, okay, you know, that's what I'm feeling. You know, I'm getting a sort of feeling of relief, to be honest with you. You know, and okay, you know, certain things we can't talk about, but any appointments, anything coming up like this, I feel as if there's a relief. And I want to say, when I come out of there, actually, it, as we wasn't sure at the time, which is the info that comes through, we're not sure, as we get to that time and we build up to that date, a time when we go there, we sit there, we have an appointment, and we, you know, we wait for the result of what someone says, yeah, there's certainly a feeling of you know, that's a bit of a relief generally. Okay, so I want to say, as we build up to this point, I want to say that if you can still get on with things, do the things that you usually would do, things that you know, generally getting, you know, you keeping control of, if you can carry on doing that, because it'd be a shame to let things go, be a shame to let things, you know, be a shame to disappoint the people in what they've offered to you, what they've done for you, and actually get to a point where actually everything really is going to be absolutely fine. As the old saying is, it will be okay on the date. Okay, thank you for coming through to the show. Thank you. Right, okay. Okay, so we've got another psychic now who's going to take over from me for a little while. So I'll leave that with you, and we'll see you in a little while. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Marcus. I hope you have a lovely break there. So my name, everyone, if you don't know me already, is Paula Reid. I'm one of the at-home psychics. As you can see here behind me, I am at home. I am going to be with you for the next 5 or 6 minutes doing some of your text messages. So please do keep the text messages coming in. We do love to communicate with you in that way. It is an easy way for you to get a short, sharp message, if that's what you want, rather than spending money on a long phone reading with one of our psychics, which of course, even if you're on the phones, you can make it very short if that's what you want to do. You are in control all the time. Tonight I'm using my angelic oracle cards. They have a lovely energy to them. They have a lovely, gentle, loving, empathetic energy with them, and this is why I really do love these cards. They come everywhere with me. They travel the world with me. And they are known as my go-to deck, although I do have a lot of others as well. I'm known for having about 35 different decks of cards, although I have recently seen a couple more that I quite like, so I may be adding to that very, very soon. You never know. But please do, like I say, keep getting your text messages in there. We have a great team working with you tonight as well. So I have a text here coming in from Belle, and this is, "Hi Paula, when will Army Guy be in contact?" And a kiss. Well, thank you very much for your kiss, Belle. Well, let's have a little look and find out what's going on with this Army Guy then. Some people really do love the Army uniforms, don't they? Maybe you're one of those people, Belle. Okay, so from what I can see here, he's got a lot going on at the moment. I feel he almost wants you to be more assertive. Maybe it's to do with the army background or whatever, but he wants you to be assertive, and maybe you get into contact with him rather than him contacting you. Okay, now it's absolutely fine to do that, and I feel that if you do, he will definitely respond to you in a very positive way, Belle. He's a little bit unsure of kind of what you want and where the footing is, and so for that reason it's almost like he's waiting to see what happens next, which, as you have texted in, I assume you must be also. The thing is, if you both wait, nothing's going to happen. Somebody has to take that first step. So I would suggest, if you want to hear from him soon, just go right ahead, send him a little message, have some contact with him, and he will respond very, very positively for you. Hope that helps, Belle. Love and light to you. So I have another text message here, and this one says, I'm still waiting for an answer from an interview I had. Will I get the job? And this one comes in from Miss Libra. Okay, Miss Libra, let's have a little look and we'll see what's going on with this job then. Right, so from what I can see here, at the moment no one has been given the job. Okay, so it's not that you haven't got it or that you have got it. I don't feel there has been a decision made yet. The reason for that is because two people who are involved in making this decision are disagreeing on who they want to give the job to, and that is causing a bit of an issue in regards to getting in touch with someone to offer them the job. You will hear from them fairly soon. I feel that you'll hear from them by next Wednesday anyway. You'll have heard something from them. Will you get the job? I would hazard a yes on that, because I do feel that there's going to be some abundance coming to you. So I feel that yes, you will get the job, but you're just going to have to be patient until they sort themselves out, and then you will get an offer from them, Miss Libra. So I hope that helps you, maybe put your mind at rest a little bit for the weekend coming in. Thank you very much for your text this evening. It's lovely to have you interacting with the show. Okay, I'm just going to have a little shuffle here, shuffle the cards and see if we have any more text messages coming in. Please do keep your texts coming in. Like I say, we do enjoy doing your text messages, and it is a very quick way for you to have a question answered very quickly. So I have a question coming in here, and this one says, hi all, when will Cancer Guy contact me? And that comes in from Green Moon. Wow, Green Moon, what a name. That is fantastic. I don't think I've come across anyone anywhere with a name like that. You normally get Blue Moon and Yellow Moon and Red Moon, but I don't think I've ever heard of someone with a Green Moon name. Very good, 10 points for the creativity there. Okay, so when will Cancer Guy contact you? Alright, at the moment, he's trying to decide whether to contact you or wait for you to contact him. He's a little bit shy, although he comes across quite confident. Underneath it all, he's actually a bit shy. Okay, so he will contact you, don't worry about that, because he does want to interact with you and have that contact with you. If you choose to wait for him, you could be waiting, I want to say almost another 2 weeks. On the other hand, if you contact him first, I feel that he will be quite excited to hear from you. So the choice is entirely up to you there, Green Moon. Thank you very much for your text this evening, and love and light to you. Hey guys, I'm going to hand you over to the studio again, and the lovely Marcus. I'm going to be back on the phone lines. My PIN number is 6833. Please do come through and give me a wee call. Hi Marcus.
Hi everyone, welcome back to the show. Okay, let's see what we can do. So 0907 004 0033 is the number to get in contact with us. 87777 you can get in contact with us, but also just to tell you that Karen Brown is now available to take your calls now. PIN number 4073. She's now available to take your call. So come through to Karen. She's there, she's available, and she's ready to do so. Okay, also got Victoria Armstrong as well, 6637. We've got Betty 4526. We've got Psychic Doris there, 6504. Christian Martin 45. Christian Martin just took a call. Kevo 4655. Emma 4870, and of course Paula, you've just heard Paula, what a lovely lady she is. Paula Reed there, 6833. Natasha 6208. Teresa 4871. So and of course Victoria Armstrong that comes in to the studio there, 6637. What a lovely team we've got logged in to the studio this evening, and and of course at home as well. So come through to the psychics, and Karen Brown is still available, 4073. Okay, let me go through some texts. Let's have a little look. Okay, so this is from themysticcool.com, 22nd of the 11th, 79. Hi, sweetheart. Marcus, can I have a reading for September, please? Thank you, UK. Thank you for coming through, UK. Let's have a little look. Okay, let's get into the zone. Okay. Okay, so September's going to be an interesting month for you. The first thing that I feel with what the guidance has given me is active, a lot of things happening. And, I feel as if it's time to sort of gather your luggage, gather your suitcase, and be prepared for a lot of travelling. I feel as if September is a time where, you're really sort of, doing things, getting things together, but I also want to say in the working front, in your working side of things, I want to say there's a feeling of actually travelling or going somewhere or meeting up with someone, even an old friend, to do a business and to do with getting things that I feel has been very, very much, should we say, a bit dormant recently, and getting things really going for you. So there's a feeling, so I feel you've got to be prepared. Obviously we're in this month already, so it's early start of this month, but you've got to really be prepared for, I feel, the unexpected with your life, particularly with your working side of things. There's a feeling here of can I do it? Will I do it? And I want to say you can do it. Anybody can do anything. You've just got to be in that positive energy, and the reality of that energy is that you can do it. Okay, so I want you to really think about what we've said, but also I want you to really think, particularly with someone in a relationship, I want to say, a feeling that actually there's been there's been communication dismissed, or communication hasn't been as good as what it should be. And I want to say there's a feeling, and this is why they're giving me luggage as well, because I feel as if you're coming over here, you're coming here, there's going to be a phone call, and I feel as if you're going to meet up and connect. And that is another reason why they're showing me the luggage. They were showing me luggage, and they kept saying this to me. So I feel as if you've got to get things together. I'm ready to go. Thank you very much for coming through to the show. Lovely. Okay, right. Okay, hi. What's coming up for me and our Gemini, please? Question mark. Long distance at the moment. When you see us being together? Question mark. K Gemini. Thank you. Thank you, Gemini, for coming through. Okay, let's have a look. Okay, let's have a look at you both. The feeling I've got with you two is that there's something you both want to say, but you're not saying it. There's something you both want to really, if you've got that chewing gum in your mouth, you just want to spit it out, put it in the bin, dispose of it, and then have a new taste, or a toothpaste or something. But there's a feeling and there's a taste here that I'm getting in my mouth that there's something new coming up with you two. Now, you both got something on your mind that you want to discuss. You've both got a feeling here that discussions have to take place. On the one hand, he feels that sometimes your energy doesn't match his energy, and then on the other hand, you yourself, you don't feel your energy matches with his. So we need to talk about it. We need to sit down. We need to really get a feeling of what each other's thinking, what the intentions of where you want to go. And I feel as if you will do that. I feel as if it's a time for you now where, particularly on his side, there's certain things coming up for him that I feel as if you probably know a little bit about. But I want to say, assistance is needed. I feel you're going to have to be there for him. And I feel as if then things come out in the open. Things start to work in your favour because he's being honest, he's being open, he's being really practical as well in the way that he's seeing things, and not being this person that I feel is very much someone that you would see on the outside to be someone that is just immaculate. But when you get to know him as you do, and that's the problem, know that in the inside, the inner piece or person, the inner person this person is not quite possibly what you get, you see. And you're a person that just likes the reality of what you know, just what you want. You know what you want. So, you know, there's a feeling of discussions at all. There's a feeling of being peaceful with each other. But I want to say to you, on his side, on you know, looking at his sort of thing, I want to say there's a feeling here of discomfortness, and there's a feeling of him actually being honest with you with this, and you really sort of looking towards assisting him and going to appointments or going to things, going to situations where he needs a little bit of a guidance in hand there. Okay, so look out for that, and I think it's going to bring you two closer together. Thank you very much for bringing that through. Okay, right, so we've got lots of psychics available. Let's scroll down the screen and see what psychics we have on the phone. So Karen Brown's still available, 4073. What a lady is she. She's a lot of presenting. She's a psychic, been on and off here for 14 years, pin number 4073. Me and Karen live quite close with, you know, to each other as well. I know Karen really well. She really knows me really well. But you know, what a lovely lady she is. 0907 004 0033. Get hold of her. She's available now. I can't believe that she's actually available right now. So you know what, she's going to get taken very quickly. So grab her while you can. All right, lovely Karen Brown, 4073. Got a wonderful gift. Been doing this for many years. Does the cards, so you're going to get a natural psychic, but also you're going to get her using tools as well, which is such an add of, you know, it's such a bonus to get them cards and the tools and things that she uses with her readings as well. Right, okay, let's have another look at some texts. I'm enjoying the show. Okay, you are as well. Okay, so this reads, hi, what's coming up for me? Oh no, we've had that one, so let's wait for the text. Let's have another look at some of the psychics. Right, let's see. Okay, so we've got Psychic Doris 6504, we've got Natasha 6208, we've got Anistra 4789, Kevo 4655, Emma 4870. Again, all these psychics all available in the studio, you know, at home. Exciting studio night, because of course all these psychics are logged in, and sometimes they're just simply not logged in, so grab them while you can. Paula Reed, that you saw earlier, she's going to be working, you know, she's going to be back to back as well in the show, and we're going to work together as you know, as a family here this evening, and give you guys the love, because when we do the psychic readings, we're giving you guys the love. We're putting our own life to one side, we're creating that space. So if anybody, you know, is going through a psychic development, we're creating that space, so we're getting the energy right for you guys to connect with us, so we can connect with you. That's how it works. Okay, let's have another look at some texts. Okay, mysticcool.com. Hi, can I have a reading for myself and Scorpio Man, please? Thank you, Linny. 2nd of the 6th, 64. Okay, let's have a look, see what's going on. Okay, so there's a feeling here, you know, when I go into his space and you know, his energy, there's a feeling here that he wants to be with you. There's a feeling here that he wants to sort things out with you. But I want to say there's going to be delay, because I feel with him, I feel as if there's rooted problems, there's rooted issues, and I feel, yes, they come from childhood, but we don't want to go into that more now. There is issues with family. There's a feeling of someone around him. I want to say, you may know who this is, but it's a friend or a family, and we only have a minute, but I want to say there's a feeling of them being diverted with this person. There's a feeling of them sort of taking them away from you, in a sense of communication and things like this. So no deceit, deception, but what I'd say to you is that you've got to keep your, you know, you've really got to keep your sort of you know, vision very open. You've got to put your glasses on and really keep your eyes really open, keep your eyes really peeled on the situation, because you're going to get periods, I feel, between now and the end of the year, where it's sort of on and off and on and off and then off and then on again. And I feel that sort of affects your energy as a spiritual psychic person. It affects your energy a lot. So we really got to make sure here, if you can, a quiet word to this person that says, look, you know, we're either in this or we're not. I feel you deserve an explanation. I feel you deserve that, you know, just that energy that you really would like with that person and you really deserve with this person. I know this has been going on for so long. They're saying, you know, I know this, the feeling, they're telling me this, but there's also a feeling that, you know, it comes to a point this year, I feel towards the end of this year, where you're going to get to a point you said, well, it's either enough is enough, or let's go full blown ahead into the following year. Okay, thank you for coming through to the show. Lovely text. Okay, so let's wait for some more texts. Let's have a little look. 0907 004 0033 is the number to contact. Let's have a look at the text. Here we go. Okay. Hi Marcus, I think A is a bit jealous of M. Could that be one of the reasons for him not trusting me? Love and light E. Okay. Hi Marcus, I think A is a bit jealous of M. Could that be one of the reasons for him not trusting me? Okay, thank you. Okay, let's have a little look at this. Okay, well, first of all, let's see if A is a bit jealous of M. Let's have a little look at this. Yeah, I feel you're right. You know, I can feel that. I can feel that. But what's interesting enough for me, and I feel quite content with what they're giving me, is this person being quite relaxed with the feeling and the sense that they are jealous. I don't feel they're going crazy or insane. I feel they are keeping quite relaxed, even feeling, you know, as if they're keeping it to themselves to a degree. But you see, you're quite sensitive. You've got a good instinct, and you feel things. And I feel that you know, you're aware of this. You know, the problem that I feel you might have, and this is not so good, in the sense I feel A is quite crafty. I feel A is quite underhanded a little bit, and the feeling that I've got here is A could be talking to someone that could affect the situation with them, or they could be said something, or something could have been chatted or said, or there's something happening here, or something going to happen here where I feel as if there's discussions. And I feel, you know, you're a kind person, you're a genuine person, but some of people I feel they're very much enemies that I feel would love to jump on the bandwagon, should we say, it's an old saying, the bandwagon of this nonsense, or the, you know, this hearsay, or this sort of general sort of chit chat that A is saying to these people. So I feel not jealousy that you can see, but you feel it anyway. But as a psychic, I'm seeing the outside of what potentially A could do. So, you know, could you contact? Could you be involved? I feel yes, but you've got to keep your eyes really peeled. Most definitely around about October time, the end of that month. Thank you. Okay, let's have another look at another text. Here we go. Virgo lady, lovely Marcus only. Evening Marcus, evening to you too. Thank you for coming through. God bless you. What's in store for September, October time? Question mark. Need a nice surprise. Any on the way, whatever you can pick up would be great. Thanks, Virgo lady. Thank you, Virgo lady, for coming through to the show. Let's have a little look. Okay, right. Okay, any nice surprises? That'd be nice, wouldn't it? Let's have a look. Hopefully so. Let's ask them. Let's get into the zone. Let's have a look. Okay, so just asking them, getting the feeling of what's going into your space. Just get that month again. September and October, you said, didn't you? Let's have a look at September. Okay, so they're pointing to October. I'm saying September, they're saying no, October. So let's have a look at that. Okay. So there's a feeling, and I'm being told of a gentleman that he's going to connect with you in October. There's a feeling of a relationship, but I want to say to you that it can't happen unless you grab the opportunity. You know, okay, the show me school. You know, when you was at school and there was jelly beans, or there was, you know, chocolates or whatever there was, and they'd have them, or they'd be shared. You know, you'd be the one that wouldn't take them. You know, you'd be the one that, oh, I'm thinking of, you know, my diet, or I'm thinking of this. I want to look good, and I want to feel great, and things like this. But I want to say to you that take the sweets that are these sweets. Take the sweets that are in front of you. Grab them with both hands. Eat them. Fill them. Whatever you want to do. but there's an opportunity. Opportunities don't come by very quickly. It's being presented to you in October. I want to say dark-haired gentleman, as I look into the crystal ball as well, and I feel as if he's slim build. I feel as if he's someone that's got a sort of a Gemini feel to them. But I also want to say it's someone that I feel that is very good at working outdoors. I feel builder, this sort of energy comes, and you know, I feel very strongly that there's a feeling that this person really does want to love you. So take the jelly beans that are there. Thank you. Right, okay. Strange how they say certain things, isn't it? Okay. So I've got Karen Brown here with me in a second. Remember, 0907 004 0033 is the number to get hold of us here. I'm going to be going to the phones in a second. But Karen, how are you? You okay?
Fine, yeah. I've had a lovely, cool, lovely lady who I often speak to. So it was really, when you were talking about jelly beans and chocolate, I thought, is he looking in my handbag?
Well, I know, but I must say...
That's what I've got in there, jelly beans.
I know, but I've got to confess, I've got some chocolate in the fridge. A bit later I might have some, but there you go, it's a bit naughty.
Well, Marcus, I mean, we're going to be here until 12 p.m, so a few more calls for you.
Yeah.
A few more calls. Yep. So just before you go, Marcus, what is your PIN number?
6652.
See you in a bit. Enjoy those calls. Marcus Starr, going to the phone lines right now. Do you want that reading with Marcus? He's been out in the studio answering your texts, giving you a sample of those readings. But all of us psychics have to really just stop at about 60-second reply. We are a bit generous. Often we give a little bit more. But when it's just really over a minute, is that really enough with a psychic like Marcus Starr? This is very much a time to upgrade that reading to the next level. So you may have had a text replied to. Go through, have a one-to-one reading with him now. You may have been watching, like the way Marcus works, like the way he picks up. He works with his guides. He tunes into that sensitivity of you, how you're feeling, how a situation is going with a certain person. He's just in the booth getting prepared. He's just putting his headphone on to take that call. But no one has got Marcus right now. The quickest way is to go through to mysticcall.com and press on that call button. On Marcus Starr's, there'll be a picture of Marcus Starr. Press on the face of the picture and you'll go through, and then there will be a selection of a call button. If you have, he is available, ready to go, ready to pick that phone up to the side of him. Now, what sort of question would you like to ask Marcus tonight? I mean, we're one day away from the weekend. Maybe it's a weekend question. It could be like just that relief that work is ending tomorrow and you're wanting to know, I'm so glad it's ending tomorrow, but really, should I end it in general? So would you like to go through and have a reading with Marcus to ask him about a job change or maybe moving up, getting a promotion? Marcus would love to look at that. Marcus has worked for himself for many years, so Marcus would love to also tune in to someone wanting to start their own business or go in it alone. I don't want that boss anymore. So all of these are the questions, the type of thing that you can have a reading with Marcus. The love triangle. Are you in a little bit of a love triangle? But not only Marcus is available, but come on, ring that phone, keep Marcus busy, very approachable, very understanding. PIN number 6652, that's his PIN number one more time. But we have also got on our psychic team, I call it the psychic family as well. So Joe is there, Betty, Maddie, Katrina, David, Paula Reed, who has been doing our takeovers, Natasha, Amelia, Trisha Hudson. I spoke to Trisha Hudson last night, still with us tonight, still taking calls. So nice to see Trisha on this show. And Emma as well. So there's lots of psychics to choose from. But Marcus Starr, still available, studio psychic. We're going to have another psychic come a little bit later on. We'll tell you who that psychic is when they get here. We'll leave it as a little bit of a surprise. But we have got myself, Karen Brown, and also Marcus Starr in the studio right now. I'm Karen Brown and I am your psychic tonight. I was your presenter last night, but I am your psychic tonight. So you can text in for me and get readings with me in the booth as well. I brought in like a little bit of a topic, and it's something that you can sort of choose. And I brought in challenge or change? Now, quite an interesting one. Is the challenge making you change? Are you fearful of a change, feeling that it's a bit like a challenge? So when you are texting in to me, if you want to pick whether it's your challenge or your change, is a relationship challenging you, but you don't want to change it straight away? There's no need to change it. So if you want to decipher challenge or change, put that into your text before texting into the studio. It can still be about your love life, still be about your work, still be about your family, it can still be about a house move, but let's put that word challenge or change, and let's have a little bit of a fun with this. So I do know that we do have lovely viewers that do, in a way, do what we say. So if any of you want to do that, let's see what you are saying to me. But what we're going to do, so think about that challenge or that change and bring those messages to me after we're going to have a little takeover with Paula Reid. So Paula Reid will be looking at your texts as well. So enjoy your time with lovely Paula. Over to her.
Hi Karen, thank you very much. I hope you have a lovely break there. Okay everyone, as Karen just said there, my name is Paula Reid. I'm one of your at-home psychics, and I'm going to be doing your text messages for the next 5 or 6 minutes or so while the lovely Karen has a bit of a break. She's been very, very busy tonight. A lot of our team have been very busy. So tonight I am working with my angelic tarot cards, and I feel that they're a lot gentler than some of the traditional tarot cards. They have that lovely angelic energy about them. I do also like to have a wee feel into the energy of the caller or the texter as well, and just the situation that they are asking about. That helps me to get a lot more information and a better feel for things while I'm giving you, hopefully, a very good reading. So please do keep your text messages coming in. I've got one here coming in from the Mr. Call app, and this one says, is James any closer to coming forward for a proper relationship? How is his own situation at the moment? And timings, please. Love and light from Taurus. Okay, Taurus, let's have a little look here and we'll see what James is up to and how he's feeling at the moment. Alright, so the first thing I want to say about James is that he kind of likes things the way they are right now. It's not that he doesn't want to have a relationship, so to speak, but he likes the way things are right now, and he's almost afraid of rocking the boat, okay? And that's what's kind of holding him back a little bit. His own situation at the moment, the difficulty there is coming to an end. Things are going to be getting better for him in the near future. I would say within the next sort of, within sort of the next 10 days, 10 to 14 days, things will be getting a lot better for him in that situation. So I hope that helps. Thank you very much for your text this evening, and love and light to you. Okay, so now I'm just going to have a little shuffle here and see if we have another text message coming through. Please do use the Mr. Call app. It is, of course, a little bit cheaper for you. So I do have a message here, and this one says, what will the next few weeks bring in for me, please? Thanks, from Elaine. And that is on the 5th of the 10th, 65, with 2 kisses. Well, thank you very much for those kisses, Elaine. Always appreciated. Always appreciated. Okay, so the next few weeks for you are looking quite exciting, okay? What I'm seeing at the minute is that what you've got going on around you right now, literally at the moment, the things you've been thinking about, the ideas, the inspirations that you've been having recently, are all going to work out really, really well for you. The only issue I can see with that is that you need to have more confidence in yourself, Elaine. When you dig deep and find that confidence, you're going to see that things will work really, really well for you. Moving forward a little bit from there, you do have some decisions to make, but try to be objective with them, okay? Take the emotions out of the situation, and I think you'll find then that it'll be a lot easier to make this decision, and things then will really fall into place for you. Towards the end of the next couple of weeks, from what I can see here, the difficult situation around you right now is going to come to an end for you. It will end in a very positive manner for you. So just try and keep your chin up as far as that's concerned. It's all going to work out okay for you, Elaine. It's just going to take a little bit of time. Thank you very much for your text this evening and using our lovely Mystical web app, and love and light to you. Okay guys, so we have a really good team on board this evening. We have a lot of really great psychics available for you, so please do keep your calls and your texts coming in. The next one here comes in from the Mystical app, and this one says, "Hi, may I have a 7-day card reading please? What's coming in? Anything nice, exciting or unexpected coming in? Thanks, love and light. Just 2 kisses," and that comes in from Cancer Girl. Okay, Cancer Girl, let me just have a little look here and we'll see what's going on for you. Okay, so tomorrow I'm seeing is going to be a really good day for you, but you do need to get out there and have a bit more fun, okay? So going into the weekend for you is all about really having fun. Moving into Saturday, I feel that you're going to meet someone new, or if you're already in a relationship, it's going to go to a much higher standard. But I do feel it's more like somebody new coming into your life, alright? And into Sunday then, what I'm saying is there are decisions for you to make. You're going to be put in a situation where you have to make a decision. You cannot bury your head in the sand over this. But what I will say is the sooner you make the decision, the sooner it'll be out of your head. Going into Monday then, I do feel that there has been a little bit of conflict around you. That conflict will come to an end on Sunday, and it will be a very positive ending. The outcome will all look very good for all parties concerned, so don't be worrying about that if you can possibly avoid it. With Tuesday then, I want to give you some time to yourself. Take a bit of a break, take a time out. I think you just need a little bit of time for yourself to kind of heal yourself, forgive others, and just generally get your energy back on track again. So going in then to next Thursday, I think you're going to find that you really are on the right path. Things are going very well for you, and you're definitely doing the right things. Don't forget to show some gratitude for that. And in a week's time, what I am seeing here is that things are going to start to move very, very quickly for you. So be prepared for that. That's why you're being given the little break in between times to get your energy back on track again, because life is really going to take off for you after that. I hope that is exciting enough for you. Thank you very much for your text, and love and light. So I have another one here coming in from the Mystical web app, and this one says, "Hi Paula, is there a future relationship between myself and AG? We have been friends a long time, but I want more. How will things go in their current relationship? Thank you," and that comes in from L. Okay, so let me have a little look here. Alright, I think I've got to start with their current relationship first, because if they're already in a relationship, then we need to look at that before we look at a future with yourself. As things stand at the moment, I do feel that although there is a little bit of conflict going on within the relationship, on the whole, they are pretty happy. So I don't think that relationship is going to come to an end anytime sort of within the next few months anyway. In terms of the two of you, what I'm seeing here is I feel that it's almost a missed opportunity. I feel like you had a chance to get together and then you just didn't for some reason. And that's kind of part of the problem. It's because he is also looking back and saying that, you know, there was an opportunity, we didn't take it, should we go back there, should we not, that kind of thing. But in the meantime, I feel like he is pretty much happy in the relationship that he's in. So for there to be a future between the two of you, I'm not sure that that's going to happen anytime soon. I'm really sorry, I know that's not what you wanted to hear, but I've got to give you what is here. Thank you very much for your text this evening, Elle, and I hope it all works out well for you. Love and light. Okay guys, so I am going to go back into the phone lines now. Please do give me a wee call through. My PIN number is 6833, but for now I'm going to hand you back to the studio. See you later.
Thank you, Paula. So you have just enjoyed a little psychic takeover from Paula. She'll be back on the phones really quickly, so it won't be long before you can have that one-to-one call. We have got so many psychics available for you. And if you did check the rotor out a little bit earlier on, we did have a little bit of, he was meant to be in the studio, but he's working from home. So what about the next best thing? we have got Tristan. Tristan is free and available right now. So if you want your reading with Tristan, go through. Paula Reid is back on those phone lines. There's a picture of Tristan there. You've just seen the gentleman that you will be calling if you have never had a reading with him before. Anistra. Anistra could look at astrology, compatibility, and does have a lovely way of describing, that's the best way of putting it, describing your reading to you, your interaction, how someone is going to treat you, how someone is going to be in your life. Work, accomplishment, go through to Anistra. Joe, Joe is with us. Joe lives in Thailand and Joe has moved many times. To call Joe, don't feel that you're calling Thailand, you'll just be calling our psychic system. But Joe does like to look at the chakras. And the chakras can be very important to do with emotions, to do with going for interviews. Often if our chakra is sort of really functioning, it can be quite useful in an interview for a job. But I have got a text, so let's see if you have joined in with my little topic, challenge or change. So you can pick challenge or change. Let's have a look at the text. And they've gone for challenge, and I didn't even look there, and I was thinking, I hope they've joined my topic. And it says, hi Karen, challenge. My relationships are changing right now, and I'm not sure what to revive and what to let go of. Good question. Any guidance? Thank you, Sally. Very interesting. Now, what you always got to understand as a psychic, as soon as we are reading a question, our guidance is being received to us straight away in our mind, in our eye, in our vision, in our hearing. It's being shown to us straight away. And even before going to my cards, I got given, at the minute, Sally, don't throw anything or anybody out of your life just yet. It's more to do with anybody. I wouldn't say have a clear out of your wardrobes, ready for winter, but don't chuck anybody out of your life just yet. Often spend less time with the people that you're finding don't seem to value or interest you as much as what they did. It doesn't mean to get rid of them. Okay, because people can change, and sometimes we can maybe let people go and then we could miss them, so don't let anybody go just yet. But what you must do, as in must if you want to, is bring in the new, so new situations. Saying if I want to learn something or I want to become something, I need to make that new person of Sally start to become. Now let's get into the cards, because I feel these cards are going to be quite interesting. And thank you for bringing the word challenge. But the challenge has made the change, which is really nice, because sometimes the challenges make us think. The challenges make us perfect. So let's have a look at the perfection of where you're going, Sally. We have got the Emperor. A lot of this is to do with the personal relationship, the love relationship. Who is there for you? Who is treating you fairly? To me, there may be a gentleman that hasn't. There could have been a gentleman that was a bit in limbo. I like you, Sally, but I don't know what I want. I like you, but I don't want commitment. I like you, but you're not going to see me so many nights a week. I like you, but I'm very unpredictable. The Page of Wands is the card that shows what I just said. You are moving on to better times. And the reason you're going to move on to better times is you're not prepared to put up with what I just said much longer. Your skills, your work, becoming something, getting a skill, job, you know, all the things to do with skill, accomplishment, nothing to do with love. They need to come in first. It's as though they're going to open a door to love. You can often be a little bit disappointed. I wish I'd have been a little bit happier. I wish I'd have been a bit happier in love. But you are quite a, I'm going to use the word, lucky person in opportunities. So you meet people sometimes at the right time, or people say the same thing, or they can help you if you need something doing. that love will come to you, but go for the skills first, Sally. And that's why the challenges come, the challenge of someone not treating right to create the better change. So if anybody would like to pick challenge or change, I'd love you to. You know, I need a change. I feel a bit challenged by my ex. So these really are the examples of what you can text him. And this comes in from Marin. Hi, Karen. How does J Gemini feel and think of me? Does he see a future with me? Thank you. Kiss, kiss. Now, Geminis are very, this is what I love about star signs. If someone said to me, I'm a Taurus, Gemini, Cancer, you will get an individual Gemini, Cancer, Taurus to every question that you message. I don't just typecast you like the meanings in a star sign book. Now, this Gemini really did put in the chase, really did put in the pursue when he first met you. And a Gemini like this often can charm. And as I'm seeing charm, I'm also being shown compliments. Oh, you look nice, your hair's nice, and oh, I quite like being in your company. I get a gentleman that wasn't shy in giving compliments and upbeat to you. But he's sort of backed off. A little bit of the pursue is not as fast as what it was. There is a little bit of a work problem, and I'm not sure if he is being a little bit criticised in work, or maybe has to work with targets, but I get a little bit to do. His performance of work is a little bit challenging, so even if a boss was criticising them, and that will get to a Gemini, because a Gemini is very much a personality of I want to be good, I want to be achieving. The Three of Swords is hurting at the moment, so he's not really at his best personality to give you his best. One more card, as in, do we see a future? So let's have a look. Do we see a future? I'm holding the cards. I'm putting the energy onto them. The Page of Wands. He will be heading back to you when his work situation is settled. Now, to anybody who could be dating a Gemini, Libra or an Aquarius, who are air signs, they will often come in your life, and then they will need freedom, then they will need ideas, and they might even say, you know what, I've met some new friends, but they tend to always come back. So to the person asking, just try to be as light-hearted with him as you can if you really want him in your life. Next message, but let's see who is free, who you could be getting your psychic calls with. So many psychics are free. Tristan still can take a call. Trisha Hudson, talk about the Trishas there. We have got Kevo, if you like a reading with one of our male psychics. Sophie. Paula Reed, who has been doing the takeovers. Ree, Emma, Natasha, and also Psychic Doris. And Joe, and Teresa, and Maddie. We're getting a little bit later in our show. We're getting towards we're not quite got to 8 o'clock. We're a long way off from 8. We're about 40 minutes away, but our show does get really busy. So come on, get dialing, get these psychics while your maybe chosen psychic is available. Right, here's my message, and it's from mysticcool.com. Hi, Karen. Had a lovely date, well, nice to feel it was lovely, with Ian Gemini. Will we date again, and will we fall for each other? From Jane, who is a Scorpio. Now, again, Jane, this is what I love about star signs. You are in the water sign group, Jane. So the water sign group, to anybody watching, is a Gemini. No, it's not. Get back out of Gemini. It is a Piscean, a Cancerian, and a Scorpio. Now, all the water signs love sincerely. And I would near enough say, Jane, Scorpio, all of the water signs tend to know who they like and who they don't. And Ian, who is a Gemini, has really set the impression box of Jane thinking, I quite like him. He's quite interesting. He's quite smiley. He's quite happy. He's also a gentleman that's quite quick-witted, I'm being told. Quick-witted, he's very quick-witted. And there is a passion about him. A passion as a person, but also a man who won't be scared of revealing he likes you or revealing that he would like to be more involved with you. If you get a Gemini who knows what they want, a Gemini is never shy. So let's get a card for will we fall for each other? Let's have a look. We have got the Empress. Now, the Empress is more to do with Jane Scorpio being there a little bit for Gemini. You, Jane, have had a longer time out of a relationship. Gemini has had some time, but he may still have spoke a little bit about the hurt or the effect or what he went through or his children. He's over it. He'll never get back with her. He will come forward and have a new relationship. But I think you're there to befriend him, to nurture him, get on with him, laugh with him. And I think, yes, I think you and him will be dating again. He's intrigued by you and you're intrigued by him. And intriguement can really keep people together. Lovely question. So, do you feel challenged? Do you feel you want to go for a change? But we're going to talk now to Tristan. So, hello, Tristan.
Hello, how are you?
Hello there. We are missing you in the studio, but we have got the next best thing.
I know, I'm terribly sorry about that. I had a few problems today getting there, so I've just had to call in and log in this way.
Yeah, well, we've got the next best thing, haven't we? I mean, I'm here, I'm talking to you. I would have been talking to you if you'd have been in the studio anyway. So,
well, you couldn't have seen my lovely new shirt, I'm afraid.
Or what colour was it, out of curiosity?
Oh, it's like purple and blue.
Or wear it when we work together again. Oh, save that for a special night.
Yeah, well, I'm going to do web hosting soon anyway, so that'll be I'll be able to wear it then.
Oh, I'll be watching you. I'll be watching you. Fashion psychic.
Of course.
Tristan, in the last sort of week, how have people been feeling when you've been communicating to them on the phone lines?
They've been fine. There's been a lot of emotional stuff as usual. They've been talking about, you know, love and relationships and emotions. It seems to be back to that again, which is a normal thing, obviously, in our profession, and also a lot of house moves and things have been talked about. So that's quite strange. And there's a lot of people moving home and going somewhere else, which has been quite a big thing. So they've been talking about, should I stay where I am or should I go somewhere else? Or obviously we can't tell them what to do, but you know, it's like, is that going to be a good move or isn't it going to be a good move? And that's come up quite a lot this week.
Well, don't you find, Tristan, like I always used to find this, the children have just sort of gone back or going back to school with a few days allowance. I think the children go back to school and then I think people refocus. And if anybody's thinking of moving, they'll often sort of think now as if, so if we move now, we could be in that home before Christmas. We could just get settled before Christmas. So I do feel this can be a time that can bring up those home moves, don't you?
Well, actually, you're right, because a lot of people have been asking me about stuff, if this will happen before Christmas, or do you think this will happen before? And that's so. I mean, I can't even imagine thinking about Christmas in September. A lot of people are talking about that. It's just like it's September. Like, but I'm just thinking a lot of people seem to be talking about that, which is quite unusual, and it's you know, it's something that I think is seems to be an issue this week on the phone lines and on, you know, in my own private readings as well. It's like, well, what's going to happen to me before Christmas? And I'm like it's September.
Oh. Right then, Tristan, will you look at a text with us? I know you will. I know you're always willing.
Of course I will.
Here we go. MysticCall.com. Tristan only. Is James any closer to coming forward for a proper relationship? How is his own situation at the moment? Timings, please. Love and light from Taurus.
Okie dokie, let's have a look. Thank you very much for that question. Let's just have a look. You've got the Hermit as your first card. which I would suggest is something to do with you and them. I think there's a bit of soul searching going on. I think there's a bit of loneliness involved in it. And I think that there's some decisions for them to make. But I do think that the change that I'm seeing coming up is actually quite close in time. So I think that for you, I don't know why, but I'm just getting that there is a shift in things around the end of September, around that sort of time, and as you go into October. So I think something's happening there. What I will say to you is that I do think that there is something that's going to develop or happen within this relationship in the next couple of months. I think there's more to come from it, and it seems as if there's going to be a kind of renewed hope and a renewed optimism, a renewed positivity, because you've got the Star in front of you and you've also got the Two of Cups in front of you, and those two cards would suggest a very positive relationship with somebody that is already around you as opposed to somebody new that's coming in. So I think there's something very positive coming in, but I get to the end of September and as you go into the early part of October. So I hope that helps.
Right, we have got now another one for you. So it says mysticcool.com. Hi, love reading for September, please. Will I be flying solo or meet a lovely new man? Any details, please? Thanks from Saji Lady.
Okay, lovely. Let's have a look and see what I can find out. I don't, it's not so bad to be flying solo, to be honest with you. I think people put so much fear around that, and it's not such a terrible thing to be flying solo. And I think maybe when you learn to do that, you kind of then things work out. But it's kind of there is a bit of that involved in this. I think maybe you need to sort of be able to fly a bit solo. But in answer to your question, I think that by the time you've got like, I'd say 4 weeks, and then there seems to be something happening roughly around that time. So there is something else. I tell you what I do see. I do see another fire sign who I think is slightly delayed at the moment, maybe because of their own choices and their own things that are going on. But I think that there is another fire sign, which is Leo, Sagittarius or Aries. And I think that will be quite a big impact on you when they come into the picture. But there is somebody coming in who's going to have quite a big impact on you from what I can see here. So I would just stay calm and carry on if I was you. And thank you very much for that question.
Thank you, Tristan.
You're welcome.
Thank you for joining the show. And are you taking calls for a little while yet?
I will be. I'll be here for a few hours.
Nice. Well, you have a nice evening, and our viewers will be able to get a hold of you. And as always, nice to chat and hope to see you soon.
Yeah, I'll see you too soon. Too. Nice to be here. Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye, Tristan. There he goes. Now, Tristan has worked for the show for some time. He did take a little bit of a break, and he is back with us now. I worked with Tristan before, so a lot of you do know Tristan from now and also in the past. Now, when we say in the past, it was quite a few years ago when Tristan worked here. So a lot of you could have had readings with him 3 years ago, 4 years ago, or you just like that psychic update with Tristan. He's back on the phone lines right now, 6313, and we also have Kevo and Psychic Doris and Joe available. But I'm going to have a look at a few more texts that are coming in from myself, Karen Brown. I am your psychic tonight, so do text in. It would be so lovely if we could have a one-to-one call with each other a little bit later on, but text in at the moment. And I have brought in your challenge or your change. Do you want to change because you're being challenged, or is the challenge you're going to keep with the challenge? I'm going to win this challenge. Those people at work are not going to bully me out of this challenge. So let's have a look. We've got someone else who's picked the challenge, and it says mysticcool.com. Karen, please. Challenge. Am I wasting my time hoping anything will happen with A? I don't want to walk away from her or the friendship, but also don't want to waste any more time. Thank you, from Lisa. Now this is quite interesting. So am I wasting my time from A? Now, I must admit, Lisa, that straight away as I read that message, I want to pull these cards straight to my heart chakra. Because, and I've never done that on the show, I think that's the first time I've ever done this, I've just pulled them straight to my heart chakra because I can just sort of feel a hurt for you, Lisa, that you know that A does have, and I'm so sorry to say this, does have a little bit of a one-sided side. Now, a person can have a lovely personality and still have a one-sided side. And we'll often think, I love her, I got on with her, I don't mean love her, but I love her, I get on with her, she's great, we have laughs, we've had good memories. I look at Lisa, I look at the A initial, and I'm being told we've had laughter, we've, you know, when we say we've had a good crack together. But sadly, A does use you, Lisa, a little bit when they are lower, or they need a favour, or someone to go out with them, or someone to listen to them. I do feel she likes you as well, because I want to say, A and Lisa, you have had really good times, and I can see lovely times, and this is why, Lisa, you feel quite emotional about this. I wouldn't say end it yet, I wouldn't say end it, I wouldn't put the full stop at the end, but I would say don't give as much as what you normally give, Lisa. You need to accept that it is unfair. Now, I often say we don't always have to walk away from a friendship if we accept it for what it is. You may just have to accept that I know, being Lisa, that I maybe help A little bit more than what A is there for me. If you can handle that, fair play. But Lisa, this is quite an interesting card. The King of Pentacles says to me, you are a person who likes stability, and you offer stability. So if she is a friend who makes promises and often lets you down, favours, or we're going out, oh, I can't, 2 hours before you're due to go out the door. If she lets you down, she may not suit your stability. So lovely question, Lisa, and I really feel for you because you are a very true friend, and I don't praise one person over another, but I just feel that you give more than what you receive. So open up your net and bring some new friends that are going to really cherish you as well. So they're a bit like new friends, but they're a support system as well, and hopefully that challenge will go away into change for something new that will come into your life and put that smile back on your face. Next message, and it says mysticcool.com. Hi Karen, should I change my friends around Jay? Not really calling, texting me at all. His school holiday from John, love and light. So it seems to me, I think we've spoke to this gentleman on the phone, but he hasn't been messaging you much in the holiday. Right, let's have a little look. Now, I'm going to put the word, I am going to use this word because it's right across my lips, and it's the word dependency. It's a bit like the message I've just done previously. If we want a person to be around us a lot, of course we want them to be around us a lot because they make us happy. But if we've got a little bit of a dependency where if they're not around we feel a bit flat, if they are around we feel happy, we do have to look at that middle balance. I should be happy whether they are around or not. So I'm being told stablement, which is quite a funny word, stablement from my up above guides. Open up your life a little bit more. You are another person who has been so true, been so generous, been so suggestive. You and Jay are not over. I want to say you and Jay will still be friends. You and Jay will have time together. But you may have to just know that there is going to be periods of time of when I see him and then I don't see him. But it's important of what you are doing in those periods of time. This is what I'm being shown, and it's totally opposite to when I've spoke to you on the phone lines. I'm being shown that maybe this gap of him not being around could be used for a different purpose. Is it new training? Is it to go after a job promotion? Achievement in another way. Remember that word, achievement in another way. You want achievement of this working, being happy with Jay, but I feel there's achievement in another area, like promotion or work or training. Thank you for your message as always, and always nice to talk to you on the phone lines as well. Next message. Hi Karen, please can I have a love reading? Being single for ages, but feel like I'd like to be with someone now. Any interest from Sharon? So is any interest in Sharon at the moment? Men like you, Sharon. Men like you as a person. Men are drawn to you. I'm not saying like you're a little bit of a man magnet, far from it, but men are drawn to you because a lot of men like your straightforwardness. You do have a nice straightforwardness with you. You're very feminine, so you like feminine things, and you might put a bit of lippy on, have your nails done. I don't get a plain girl, but I don't get a girl who is also over the top with all the flamboyance. But men do like you, and I feel sometimes maybe men see you as a little bit too strong, because the strength is not that you're strong, the strength is that Sharon can cope. And often if someone can cope, a man often can think, well, am I needed by this woman? Am I needed by this woman? And it could keep a slightly weaker man back from you. But then we don't want a controlling man. We want someone who's sort of in the middle. There is a man around work who likes you, or whether it's going to be future work, because I'm being shown work, but then I was shown future work, because Sharon, again, you're another person that has so many opportunities in some other places. But this new man will come in, he'll have a confidence. Oh yes, here he is. Gemini, Libra or Aquarius, or a man who takes charge in work. So let's separate that. It could be a boss, it could be a manager, it's someone who supervises, someone who has leadership, runs their own business. That's who's coming in, and that's the man who's going to be brave enough to get to know you. Not as though they need to be brave, because you are really lovely, you're really soft-hearted, but that's the man who's going to fall in love with you, my lovely. And I'm being shown it could just be before Christmas. It could be like a new friendship, a new romance just before Christmas. Next message. I'm loving these messages, but if you want to go through and have your readings right now, so it's a bit like I want to talk to a psychic. I need to talk to a psychic. I'm curious what the psychic has to say to me. We have got Joe. We have got Maddie, Psychic Doris, Katrina, Kevo, Natalie, Trisha, Emma, Susie, Ree, Sophie. Go and check them all out on mysticcool.com. Check out their profiles on there. See how they work. See what they do. Go through. I've got another message, so I'm going to look at this one. And it says, hi Karen. I've had a meeting today with the manager. Meeting again next week. How do you see things going? Love and light. Straight away, as I was reading it, because as soon as I read things, little pictures come in, little descriptions, all these things that I see for you come into this mind's eye, this psychic mind's eye. It's going to be a two-way agreement and a two-way arrangement. Now, the arrangement is someone, manager, sees your potential. So tick to having potential. They also know that you're very strong-minded. So if there's a principle, if there's a dispute, you will cling to it. And I'm not going to tell you not to cling to issues, disputes, because that is your personality. With the agreement, we need to see someone else's point of view apart from our own. And this manager does see your strength. He sees you as a good worker. But he may have to be sort of making this decision a bit like, what would the official paperwork agree with? Can I say this? Can I do that? Because what is like the official, if we was using the word like the HR manager, would the HR manager be okay with what I'm saying as the manager? Now, he likes you, and this two-way agreement will be good. If you can work together and you can work in sync and just be a little bit patient and allow what you'll want to come into fruition, because I'm being shown they want to help you, but they've not got to sort of be seen that they're giving any favoritism in your work. So thank you for your message. Next message, and it says, lovely Karen, thank you for saying that. How is Libra Jack feeling, and will I hear again? I've changed my number. Thanks, from Taurus Mail, the 13th of the 5th, 84. Now, I feel this message has come in after I've talked to this lady on the phone. Now, nice to know now that your lovely name is Mel, because I know we have spoke about Jack. Jack is in the process of picking the phone up soon to talk and communicate. I know we had the conversation this evening, but I'm going to shuffle the cards and see if I can get some more from the cards for you. So, shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. Get them ready for Jack and yourself, Mel, who is a Taurus. Right. I'm going to go for two cards because two cards represent partnership. Oh. And we have got, oh, this is really lovely. I mean, this is just such lovely cards. We have got the Six of Swords, which shows when someone does come back and it's stormy times become better. And we have got the Ace of Cups. Now, I do believe that sometimes the Ace of Cups can be an existing relationship that will turn a corner. Now, normally that card can represent new love, but I think it's turning a corner of love where you and Jack eventually will say, come on, let's try and make a go of this again. But then that's where the newness comes in, because the newness is we can't go back to how we was. We can't go back to having our little fallouts or our big discussions. We've got to go back to have a plan of appreciating each other. So the appreciation could be that you say, right, we're going to see less of each other, but the time is going to have more quality in it. I think you and Jack could have outdone each other's personalities. You might have saw a bit of each other quite intensely. This is more like I'd see Jack maybe at the beginning of the week, and I'd pick one night at the weekend and I'd really make sure it's full of quality, either sitting together, going out, doing things, and I feel this relationship will come back together. Thank you for your message. Who is logged in right now? Who are the psychics? Who are free? Let me take a surprising look. So, who are they? Would you like to go through and have a reading with Trisha Hudson? Now, Trisha is so friendly, so understandable. Now, if I was choosing maybe a type of reading for Trisha, for someone to take to her, it would be perhaps a love triangle, maybe moving on after a divorce. Also, Trisha, a very understanding way if your children have been maybe giving you a bit of a hard time, or there's been that disconnection with the family. She does work, she does everything else, but I've just picked that little reading scenario for Trisha. Susie Angel, as I'm drawn to Susie Angel, this is what I feel would perhaps be suited. A psychic development reading. As the name is Angel, someone who may be pulled to working with the Angel Oracle cards. And maybe more of a delicate personality, someone who wants to feel comfortable with that psychic on the phone. Now, we have a psychic who I talk to, who I have a little reading with occasionally, and I do class her as one of my friends. We have got Kelly, who has just joined us. So I hope you're watching, Kelly. And Kelly works with her grandmother's necklace. I don't feel, people work with pendulums, people work with all different things, but I don't think we've got any other psychic that works with a family necklace. And Kelly's nan, but she did love her like a mum, very much does have that necklace, and she loves working with it. She works with cards, she works quickly, she works natural. So Kelly is there on pin number 6827. Go and get your reading with Kelly. But Paula Reed now is going to be taking over, covering the show for about 5-6 minutes, or maybe a bit longer, sending your texts, and I'm going to hand you across to the lovely Paula Reed on the webcam.
Hi, thank you very much, Karen. You're looking lovely as always. Hi everyone, as Karen said, my name is Paula Reed. I'm here on the webcam because I'm coming to you from home. I'm one of the home-based readers. I am working tonight with my angelic tarot cards. I love these cards because they have such a gentle energy, and I do take them everywhere I go with me. So please do send your texts in. We'll get through as many as we can over the next 5 or 6 minutes while Karen's off having a very well-earned break, I must say. And we'll see how we get on. Like I say, I'll do as many as I can for you, and if not, then of course Karen or some of the studio psychics will do them for you later on. So don't worry about missing out. Your texts will all get done in the end. We have a great team working here with you tonight. You know, there's so many of us, and we all work in different ways, and yet we all give great messages. I do feel. I don't think there's anyone who doesn't. We all do the best that we absolutely can for you. So I have got this text coming in, and this one says, "Hi, can you tell me if I will meet someone soon? Thanks." And that comes in from Tony. Okay, Tony. Well, if you have a look, your first card out here is the Lover's card. You'll be glad to hear. So I would very much say yes, you're going to meet someone soon. So when are you going to meet this person? Well, I feel that you'll meet them within the next 6 or 7 weeks actually. But this meeting is going to be in conjunction with a move. So either a move of home, a move of job, or helping someone else with a move. And that is where you're going to meet this person. And I feel that they're very grounded. This person's very lovely energy. And certainly they are looking to spend the rest of their life with someone. They're not into a bit of this and a bit of that, okay? They're looking for someone that they can really fall in love with and have a home and a family with. So I think certainly things will look really good for you there, Tony. Love and light, and thank you very, very much for your text and interacting with the show this evening. Okay, so let's just have a little look here and see if we've got another text coming up on the screen. See who's coming through tonight. Don't forget, please do use our Mystical app. You can download that straight onto your smartphone, and for every time that you top up, we will give you a free text. So this next one, as if by magic, has come in from the Mystical app. And this one says, "Please can you look at the next couple of weeks? Please, anything standing out?" And that comes in with thanks from Cancer. Okay, Cancer, well, what I can see here certainly for the next couple of weeks is it really is time for you to knuckle down and get stuff done, okay? I know we're coming into that time of the year where people start talking about, you know, cleaning the whole house and getting ready for autumn and winter and that kind of thing. And it's that kind of energy, I don't mean necessarily cleaning, but it's that kind of energy that is coming around you over the next couple of weeks. It's really about buckling down, getting things done, do the things that you've said you're going to do, and that will leave a clear path for you moving forward. There is a lot of inspiration coming towards you over the next couple of weeks, and I will say also there's a situation around you that I know you're already having some doubts about. The truth of that is going to come out, and I do feel you'll find that when that truth comes out, you will be the one standing there saying, "I knew that was going to happen." Okay, so you are definitely on the right path with that. Love and light to you, Cancer. I hope that helps a little bit, and thank you very much for your text. Okay, so we have another text here again coming in from the Mystical web app, and this one says, "Hi, love reading please. Been single a long time. What do you see over the next few weeks? Thanks, from Diana." Okay, Diana, let's have a look. Everyone deserves a little bit of love in their life, don't they? So let's see if we've got some coming your way. Okay, so from what I can see here, there is a situation around you that is coming to an end, Diana, and I feel that that ending will open the door for you to move forward and meet someone. I know that you're saying that you have been single for a long time, but I really feel there has been something holding you back, possibly just on an energetic level, but that is going to come to an end now. That will allow you to make some changes and move forward. There are some changes coming into your life, and that's going to be a really good thing for you. Those changes will allow you opportunity to get out there and meet the right person. So it's not going to be too much longer for you, Diana. Good luck with that. I wish you all the best, and thank you for your text. Love and light to you tonight, Diana. Okay, so I'm just going to have a little shuffle here, get the cards all shuffled up again for you while we wait for the next text message. Again, it is a little bit cheaper if you come in via the Missed Call web app. Your text messages will cost you £1, as opposed to just phoning or texting from your phone, which will cost you £1.50. So I have another one here that says, from the Missed Call app, any guidance for my love life? I'm in a new city this fall, meeting several men recently. From the 24th of the 11th, 92, I think that says Stefan. Apologies if I've got that wrong, it's a little bit blurred on my screen. Okay, so let's have a little look here. Right, things are looking very good for you. Okay, there is a lot going on. I realise that you've said you're in a new city, and I feel that along with that, there are people there that you know, but I feel you're meeting a lot of other people as well. You are going to meet one man in particular. This man will be introduced to you by someone whom you already know, okay? Now, I feel this gentleman is a hard worker. He's tall and broad in the shoulder. He's got short, dark hair and a big smile. He is a bit of a worrier and he stresses about things, but he's also very funny. And I feel I want to go with an S name, although I'm not thinking Stephen, but it is going to be a name beginning with S, but not Stephen. So I hope that helps. I hope that is enough guidance for you to figure out exactly who this man is when you meet him. Thank you very much for your text, and love and light to you, and good luck with that. Have fun in the meantime in your new city. All very exciting, going into new cities, things like that. I wish you all the very best there. I know there's a lot of that going on at the minute with people going to university and starting new jobs and things like that. So well done for you. I'm now going to head straight back over to the phone lines. Please do give me a call. My PIN number, as always, is 6833. But for now, I'm going to hand you back to the studio and hope that I hear from you all very soon. Good night for now. Bye.
Hello, did you hear what she said? She hopes to hear from you on those phone lines soon. So go through to Paula Reed. She'll be back on the phone line in seconds. Luna is with us. Luna is going to be doing some takeovers very soon. So get your reading now with Luna if you want that reading with Luna, because she will be doing our takeovers. But you can get Luna throughout the night. So don't feel that Luna won't be available for calls. Oh, yes, she will. Calls are the priority. Kelly is free and available. Kelly can take a shorter call or a longer call, connects really quickly and gets into those in-depth situations. So go through to Kelly. Maybe it's job, maybe it's looking for a new job, new love. What is the new that you want Kelly to explore for you? Sophie is there, Tristan, who I spoke to a little bit earlier on, and Emma, Katrina, Joe is still with us, Psychic Doris, Maddie and Teresa. Now, I'm out in the studio, I'm out as your psychic. Karen Brown, and I am going to look at some of your texts. So please text in for me. I have brought in challenge or change. Do you feel too challenged? Do you feel like something near enough doesn't feel worth carrying on with? Do you feel that I want to change, but do I want to change a friendship? Do I want to change of where I'm living? So come on, get involved with challenge or change. Pick which one that maybe identifies you at the moment in your text. And here is one, and I love this name, and it comes in from Dragon Lover. I love this name. Mysticcool.com. Karen, how does Frank feel about me? Could he offer me what I'm looking for? Thanks, from Dragon Lover. Kiss, kiss. Now, what I like about Frank, I'm not going to use any cards because I've got Frank in my mind. I'm seeing Frank, I've got him. And what I would love to compliment Frank on is Frank has no eyes for any other woman. Now, that doesn't mean that Frank is saying, you know, you're the best woman in my life and I haven't got eyes for anybody else. This is more to do with the sincerity that Frank has about a personality of himself. You're the closest woman that has got near Frank's heart and Frank's smile and Frank's laughter, because that's what you bring out for a long time. Frank has had some sadness in his life. Frank may have been married or broke up, but if not, Frank has either looked after someone. Frank has dedicated a little bit of his life to his mum or his dad or to children, because Frank has given a certain amount of himself, his freedom, his choices to other people. So you are really getting so close. Don't give up now. The thing that happens with Frank, he's just a little bit scared of promising someone that full commitment. The full commitment doesn't mean that he doesn't want one. It just means that he's frightened of promising it if it didn't survive, if it didn't continue. And often when a person has been friends with you, that is when they can fear a relationship with you so much, because if we go wrong, I would lose this person. So I do feel Frank cares for you a lot, and I think it will turn a corner approaching Christmas and also in the new year, because often people refresh on their life, review their life in the new year, and this is what I feel Frank will do, and you'll be a big part of it. But if you know that he has this sincerity that I'm picking up, you've got nothing to worry about. No one's going to have him more than what you do. Thank you. Next message, Karen, and they're picking the change. What do you see around my current work situation, please? Will AR and GB leave me alone? Am I right in thinking that DB and SG are not my biggest fan? Thanks, from E. Kiss, kiss. Now, I've got a lot of initials to work here with, which is okay for me because all those initials are different people. But the initial I'm going to go to is you. I'm going to go to you, who is that initial E. Of course, there is sensitive situations in your work. I really feel it. And you wake up in the morning and you don't really like going to this job. You come home at night, and where some people would have a sense of relief, I'm home, I'm finished, a bit like let's try and forget it, you can't. And I do feel quite upset for you that you can't let go of this. And I can understand why, because there's a lot of tension, there's a lot of stirring, there's a lot of sneakiness, there could even be a little bit of whispering. Or if you walked into a room, you'd think, well, I know I just walked in, and they all just stopped talking. But not everybody is your enemy. When I look at AR, that is the one where I feel like fire. It's like I look at AR and it's like me putting fingers in the fire. GB is a little bit frightened that they have to keep on the side of AR. So it would be interesting who is the person at work who has the more superior position. Your fans not thinking someone is your fan. DB is the better of the two. DB is the better of the two. SG has a personality anyway, even without the work, of being, I'm going to use the word, of being a little bit strange. Let's look at a card, the Magician. Someone is a little bit jealous of you. And I don't like to use that word jealousy in a reading, but someone is a little bit jealous of you. You may get on with some men who work at your place. Someone is jealous of you. But the Magician is saying they would love to push you through the door. They would love to push you through the door and for you to leave, for you to weaken. I don't like the situation of your work. I feel quite tension. And I would say, probably as a psychic, I'd pick another job for you. But why give up if you want to learn more? So I'm going to turn the question back around to yourself. Do you feel that job, do you feel that place has more to offer you without these people interfering? If you can say yes to that, stay with the job. If you have to say, no, Karen, I think I've learned everything, consider to move on. But consider it with you just making the decision about yourself. Thank you for your message. Lovely question, and lovely to have a look at all those initials. So if anybody wants to ask me about a name of a person, stick it to the first name or put initial like that person has. We can go in and we can really feel the energy from the names or the initials. That is something I really do love to do out here and also on the phone lines. So if you're dating someone, just say they're John, or I've got a friend called Jill, or I know a Jane, or David is my boss, or Andy is my neighbour. Let me go into those name vibrations for you. Now we have another one, and it comes in from a lovely name. I always love this name. It's Amaze Me. And it says, hi, Fab Karen, challenge. My social friends at social club were not very nice to me because I fancy a change and went to a new social club. Do you see them continuing to blank me, to whisper about me and be frosty towards me when I go back down there? Right, listen to this. This is going to make you laugh. You know what they say? This is what I'm seeing, and I've got to put it like this because, I mean, whether you ever leave these clubs or whether this club ever has a fish and chip supper or a fish and chip dinner, I don't know. But what I'm seeing the fish and chips. So I've got this lovely portion of fish and chips in front of me. I've never done a reading like this ever before. I've never seen a portion of fish and chips in any reading that I've ever done before. But the fish and chips are on paper. They're on the newspaper. And what that newspaper is telling me about the social club, the way you might have fish and chips occasionally, is you will be old news soon. You will be old news. At the minute, you're a little bit on the front page. Oh, she's been to another club. She might not appreciate this one. Oh, what a cheek. She's been to another club. You are on the front page of the newspaper. You will get to the middle of that newspaper where it will be like some people will let you back in, some people will go, I think it's Audrey. Hello, Audrey. Hello, how are you, Audrey? There will be certain people, Audrey, who will like you there. You will always get a little bit of jealousy or rivalry, which is so awful to feel in certain clubs and certain groups. We don't always get it where people totally get on. Go to both clubs. You are a person. These clubs are on different days. These clubs are on different times. You can socialise at both. But Audrey, I think you're doing the right thing. I think you've needed to open up your sociable contacts a little bit more. We all can get bored, and certain personalities will get bored quicker than others. I get bored. And if we go somewhere all the while and it's the same old faces, the same old places, and you will get bored. So Audrey, try to go to both, and unless someone really knows that you've been, try not to inform them so much about your actions. That's not about being dishonest, because I think you're so honest, you're so open that you inform them, and then they have got something to stir about. But you will be eventually at the back page of that paper. It will be in the bin and it will be ended. But I've never seen a portion of fish and chips in a reading ever before, but the paper had to come to talk about that. So thank you for your message, Audrey, and it just shows you when you are watching psychics how we, and I hope a few of you are not running down the chippy now, because it does very much show you how psychics can work as a reading. Right, we've had a laugh at that one, Audrey. Kelly is there. I bet if Kelly was watching, she'd have a laugh at that one. Sophie is there. Rachel, Jane, Ree, Susie Angel, Emma, Trisha Hudson, Natasha, Kevo, Katrina, Joe, Teresa, Maddie, Psychic Doris. Who are you going to choose? We have got Katrina, Kevo. We've also got Kelly. Kelly hasn't gone on the call yet, so if anybody would like your reading with Kelly, I often don't see Kelly available to take a next call. Mozina, who was in the studio a few weeks ago, has just joined us. So if you like your readings with Mozina, 4656, look at this for a lineup. Let's look at my messages. I love looking at my messages, seeing what you're asking me. Here it is, and it says mysticcall.com, and hi, can I have a work reading please, and thanks. Let's shuffle some cards and let's have a look at your work reading. It's 8 o'clock, it's getting later. Choose your psychic, it's getting later. Right. You ready for change? I will just get that card on the overhead. Yeah, I'm under the overhead. You are ready for so much change. This is the card of ambition. It's the card of going after what you want, but it is often the card when we don't know all about it yet. And really, when we are going for a new job, do we know all about it? This is a card that shows that new skills will be learnt, new skills will be accomplished. It is a card that has a lot of green at the bottom for balance, so that would tell me balance to do with permanent contracts, permanent jobs, not agency, not temporary, so there's balance. The lovely orange represents energy, so you really feel I want to go into that job, you feel quite passionate about it, and you achieve. It is a place where you get took on, where they will keep maybe taking you up on levels, so they might say, right, at the moment we're going to take you on at this level, but then normally after 6 months we move our employers into something different. It's a bit like this fire. Hold your hand up to say I'm willing, and that willingness will lead you to something really nice in your work. But wand is about communication. So if your job has any form of being on the phone, meeting and greeting people, being a receptionist, customer service, even being a nurse, being a helper, it's about the personality. It's about being involved with people closely in your new job. Now, do you want to know about your new job? Because the next person who asked me about a new job could have a very different card. And because it's a very different card or a very different couple of cards, sometimes I only pick a couple of cards because we are only given a 60-second reply, and I have been a psychic for over 35 years, and as soon as I get a question, all what I need to tell you does come into my mind, and then I have to interpret it to you through my words. So come on, get texting. Challenge or change? Change or a challenge? Rachel Jane, free and available. Lots of psychics have gone on to calls. Tristan would have been in the studio tonight. We have spoke to him tonight at home, answered a few questions. You could have seen how Tristan worked about half an hour ago. You could get the new customer offer with any of our psychics, so go and get the new customer offer and check it out. It is $4.99 for 15 minutes. There's a saving there of 75%, and you must go through to our reception team. Our reception team are the only number that can offer you this. It's a free phone number, so the number is 0808 206 7777. So they've got it. They've got that offer. They can suddenly add that to your account where you can be talking maybe to one of us later on in the studio, or Tristan right now, Rachel, Jane, Mozina. Who are you going to have this new customer offer, this new reading with? Tell a friend, ring them up, say to them, we have got this offer for you. Go through. But if you've had the offer, maybe you've called our psychics before, you know all about this show and what we offer, tell a friend, maybe that work colleague who came into work today and said, I fell out with my boyfriend. So we do have a psychic on the line. We're going to say hello to Poppy. So I think Poppy's ready. So let's... hello, Poppy.
Hello, Karen. How lovely to talk to you tonight.
Lovely. It's nice that it's so wonderful when I can be in the studio talking to some of the psychics at home. And it's nice. I think we have spoke once before, haven't we, Poppy?
We have, and I've loved every moment of it.
Nice. I did remember that we had spoke before, so nice that we can reconnect tonight. Poppy.
Well, it's a real pleasure to talk to you.
Thank you, my love. And I do love working in the studio, and I should imagine you love being a psychic as well.
Oh, absolutely. I have never enjoyed a job more than when I joined Psychic TV. I'm in heaven.
Good. Well, that's nice. Poppy, to anybody who doesn't know how Poppy works, because, I mean, even though we spoke before, we could have new viewers tonight, new viewers watching who have never even seen me, let alone you, Poppy. Would you tell people how you work, what you do, maybe if you work with any tools, if you just want to tell our viewers a little bit about Poppy?
Well, if you'd like me to, I will, yeah.
Yes, I would.
It's very, very simple. I don't do anything uncomplicated. I can actually see it and feel it and hear it. So when I hear your voice, if I get a message, like if I was to do a reading tonight, I would probably link with your voice or what the words are that are being given. So I can do it through that, and I can do it through the cards and remote viewing, and I can just feel the atmosphere at the time, and I just I go out of my body, and I just feel it. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it's like, you're picking up on the energies, the personality, and then, let me put it, like the psychic input that you're receiving, because you do know that we have to choose those words quite wisely.
Yes, please forgive me, I hope I haven't.
No, you haven't said nothing. I've just said the words for you to make it, easier for our viewers to understand. Totally understand.
I love linking with people's voices and just sort of listening to them, and on any subject that I'm allowed to talk about, work, family, everyday problems, whether to go into a job, whether to move house, etc., etc. I can link with all of it. I love giving readings to people. So it just comes from the heart. Everything I say to the viewers out there, if you're listening, viewers, comes from the heart, and I love you all.
Ah, you sound a very nice lady. Again, I can feel your heart. You've got a lovely persona about you. But will you look at a text for us?
I would do anything for you.
Here we go, and it's mysticall.com. So it comes in from mysticall.com, and it says, Hi friends are planning a night out tomorrow. Just found out the DJ is someone that I had a strong connection with. Not sure if I should go. Not seen him for a long time. And it comes in from M, Cancer Lady.
Okay, let's do some shuffling and just have a look. Right, I'm now shuffling the cards. Okay. Right, here we go. Just bear with me while I get the cards in the right order. Right, here we go. Now, what I'm being shown is, yes, definitely go. The number one thing is I'm definitely going. Don't worry about the fact that you're questioning whether you should or should not go. He still likes you as a person. This is very important. He still wants to be friends with you. So I think it will just be fun. He's going to enjoy seeing you again enormously. So the cards are saying, please go and have a lovely time, and don't worry anything about him, because he's going to be very polite to you and very kind, and he's going to enjoy seeing you. So the cards are definitely saying go, definitely, without a doubt, and have an awful lot of fun. But this lady is being shown as a romantic. So I feel that she's going to look at him and feel very sort of drawn to him again. But I feel that possibly at the moment he can't go into a relationship with her because he's already committed elsewhere. But I do think he likes her enormously as a friend. And I do feel there's a connection emotionally, so I don't want to lose that with him. So that's really what I'm seeing for that.
Thank you, Poppy. I like the way you looked at that reading for that person for that night out. So enjoy your night out tomorrow, Cancer. But we have got our next message. If you will look at this one, Poppy.
I would be honoured.
We'll have a little bit more of Poppy on the TV.
Well, I'm loving every second of it. Far away.
Good, good. We love it when we're all a little psychic family and we can all be happy together. We like it like that. So, mysticcool.com. Hi, can you tell me what the next person is like, personality-wise, who will come into my life for a relationship? Thanks, love and light from Maureen. Kiss, kiss, kiss.
Doesn't say what star sign she is?
No, she doesn't. She the nearest is just her name is Maureen, and what would they be like personality-wise and like?
Okay, let's have a look. Just get the cards sorted. Right. Okay, here we go. Now, with Maureen, I'm being very specific here with the new guys that are around her at the moment, because I've got more than one that's coming in, but I've got immaturity with one and maturity with the other on my right. Now, I don't want to rush into a relationship straight away. I want to pace myself very, very carefully, because I'm going to have more than one choice. So it's almost like in my head, this is for Maureen, I've got to tick boxes with both of them. And they've got to fit into the criteria of my life, meaning hers. So I don't want to rush into a relationship with anybody with these cards at the moment. I want to enjoy both the guys that are coming in on a different level, and I want to do it slowly and see how it grows. But they're not showing immediate commitment, as in going into a relationship in the next week or 10 days, because I'm being very protective towards you. So take the guys that are coming in, the two that are coming in, and enjoy them both for what they are, and then make a decision whether you want to go out with them and they want to go out with you. So I'm being very cautious here. I'm protecting you. I feel in the past you had an awful lot of letdowns, and men that possibly didn't treat you the way they should have done. Because I feel I feel that you need to be having a man who's in love with you, not just a casual relationship. So I want depth here. I want a man who's completely free and single, who can give you bucket loads of love and just go out for walks with you and take you out to dinner and take you perhaps dancing. I feel I want to dance with you. So either one or you're going to be asked to dance. So this is why it's so important that just pace yourself and just live for the moment you've got these two guys with you. And that's what that's what I'm seeing at the moment. Hello?
Thank you, Poppy. That was really lovely. I mean, again, I sit here as a psychic and I love to hear how other psychics work, and I like the way you looked at both of those readings. Poppy, are you taking calls a little bit longer this evening?
I will stay on for as long as you want me to.
Oh, well, you make that choice, because it's always down to the psychic and their energy and the callers. Yep. But the longer you can be with us, the better, Poppy.
Well, I'll stay on till 10 if that's right, and then I'm going to hit the sack, I think.
That's fine. You just do. That's the nice bit about this show. You just do what you would like to do, my lovely.
Well, lots of love to you, and thank you from the bottom of my heart. It's been fabulous talking to you.
Thank you very much as well. Speak to you soon. She's gone. So, Poppy will be back on the phone lines right now, very quickly. She's staying until 10. Rachel Jane, Mozina, Susie Angel, Kevo, David is free and available, and Trisha Hudson. But we are going to give you now a little bit of a psychic treat. We are going to hand you over to Luna the Psychic, but my little nickname that is now sort of stuck is Luna and the Lights. Enjoy your time with Luna the Psychic.
Thank you very much, Karen. Yes, this Luna Lights has stuck. When I actually am really enjoying being called Luna Lights. So good evening, everybody. It is indeed Luna with the Lights. I hope you're all well tonight. So we've made it to Thursday, everybody. One more sleep and it's officially heading towards the weekend. Friday night is just in front of us. I hope everybody's having a good week. So a little bit about me. My name is obviously Luna and my PIN number is 6853. I'm going to be here with you this evening until 11, so you're very welcome to send in a text, or if you want to have a reading with me, I will be logging on to take calls in between my psychic takeovers. So a little bit about me. I'm a very natural empathic psychic. I work very much with my feelings and my intuition. So when I am reading a text, or when someone's having a reading with me, it's very, very much what I feel and what I see. So I suppose it's a little bit like a cartoon strip for me. It's pictures that come to me, and it's also words that come to me as well. I'm a very visual person, and my guides convey information to me through pictures, which is very helpful. I'm also an NLP practitioner, so that's neuro linguistic programming, which is it's hard to describe in 2 or 3 words, but it's very much about understanding our own behavior, and in particular the patterns that we run in our mind, and how we can change our thinking to create the best version of ourselves. So I often draw upon my NLP tools in my readings. It's very sort of future focused about moving ourselves from situations when we're feeling stuck as well. And I also do use tools from time to time, and I've got my my cards with me this evening. I've got my Angel Tarot cards. These are very uplifting and energetic cards. There's a picture on each card, fantastic imagery on these cards, and being the visual person I am, that's why I'm so drawn to them. And then also we've got the individual messages here that get at the bottom as well. So the messages are usually 2 or 3 phrases put together, and it gives you an idea of, coupled with the picture, what the card wants you to know. So we've got quite a lot of texts coming in here now as well, so I am going to go ahead and get on with the text. So this one here is: hi, I had spent some time with Tom a few months ago. I'd stepped back due to other things I had to concentrate on. Haven't seen him for a few weeks. What are his thoughts and feelings for me now? Will he connect again soon? So that's 169. Okay, so that's 1st of January. I think 1st of January 69. Okay, thank you very much for the question. All right, let's just see what we can pick up here about Tom. All right. I feel already that Tom is still around you, and I don't feel that he is just around you kind of geographically and then kind of in the area, but I feel very much that he is around you in his thoughts. I do get a feeling there that he is still thinking about you. There, you know, there's a lingering effect that's been left, and I feel that he feels that the time that you had together was cut short, and it was unfortunate. And I feel that he's very open to having you, communicating with him again. I feel there's a good opportunity for the two of you to reconnect, and I don't feel that what has happened in this time that you've had this distance will have made any difference whatsoever. So I feel very much there's still an opportunity for connection there, and that Tom is thinking about you. So thank you very much for your question. And we've got another question that's come in here, and this is from Belle, and it says, "Hi Luna, will Darren reply to my message tonight? He has family issues at the moment. Can we get back on track?" Okay, Darren, let's just see what is coming in there now. Okay. So I feel that tonight for contact might be a little bit optimistic. I feel that it's more likely that he's contacting you after tonight. I feel that we are looking into tomorrow. I feel that getting back on track isn't going to be any problem at all. I feel that things are going to come together for you and Darren. We've got the wheel card here that we've drawn for you, and this is very much about different parts of our life coming together, and I feel very much that this is what's going to happen. But I feel for Darren it's about his life coming together, and I feel that there's going to be a little bit of patience required on your part to wait until the circumstances are right for him. But I don't feel that there's any reason for you to not get back on track. I just feel that it's about time and being patient and supportive of him while he's going through this these family issues at the moment. So patience and kindness and remembering that he still needs you, I think will be the things that help the two of you to get through this. So thank you very much for the question, Belle. So just to remind you that my PIN number is 6853, and I am going to be logging back into the phones now, and I'm going to hand back over to the studio, and I do believe it is Richard. Good evening, Richard.
Hey, thank you, Luna Lights. PIN number 6853, if you want to, she is logging in very, very shortly. You could be the next person through to her, because don't forget, we're only loaning her through to you for about half an hour-ish, okay? And then she'll be taking over again. Now, those of you that have just joined us, welcome, welcome, welcome. You are watching Psychic Now, live on Psychic Today, Sky Channel 560 and online. My name's Richard Oliver. I am one of your studio psychics this evening. And I will be going through your texts and taking your calls a little bit later on. Let me tell you who is currently available. 6853, Luna, who you just saw there. Very, very popular, and I'm sure, actually, you can see why people like to go through to Luna. Snap her up while she's available. I see also that Marcus Starr has logged in to the phone lines, and he's in the booth as I speak. There he is, ready to take another call this evening. Who's going to be the next person through to him? Is it going to be you? And what's it about? Maybe, I mean, let's see, where are we? We are in towards the end of the week now, so maybe you've got something coming up at the weekend that you want Marcus to have a look at. Maybe it's to do with work. Maybe, you know, you've already pulled yourself through the week so far, and you're thinking, oh, what else could there be out there for me as far as work goes? Is this gonna get better? Is it gonna get easier for me? Why not bring it through to Marcus Starr, PIN number 6652. Of course, the easiest way to connect through, you can call direct, 0907 004 0033 from your landline, 87777 from your mobile phone. Press option 2 after the terms and conditions. It's about approximately 30 seconds or so, terms and conditions. And then put in the PIN number 6652 for Marcus Starr. Or 6853 for Luna. If you want Tristan, studio psychic, logged in from home, 6313 for Tristan. He can take another call. Trisha Hudson can take another call, 4679. Joe, Gentleman Joe as I call him, all the way over in Thailand, 4029. He can take another call as well. Keep your eye at the side of the screen. We've got studios, we've got psychics logging in throughout the course of the evening. Of course, you can also nip over to the Mystic Call web app. All you've got to do, open up browser on mobile phone, type in www.mysticcall.com. That's 2 C's, 2 L's, mysticcall.com. Register for free. So easy to register as well. Email address, password, or link it to a social media account. And then the world of Psychic Today is your oyster. And don't forget, that's where all our special deals are as well. Now, while you're doing that, seeing as I'm here, sorry for the tardiness, everybody, but seeing as I'm now here, shall we have a look at a text or two? Let's do it. So, from the Mystic Call web app, it says, Richard, love reading. Do you see things develop with Pisces guy or Sagittarius guy? Timings, please, from initial L. Okay, so I'm not going to go to the cards straight away. I've got to pull towards Pisces. I mean, the choice is yours. But I feel with Pisces, there's a little bit more excitement there. Okay? I feel like we're going to get more chemistry, more butterflies, more excitement there. And I kind of feel that there is a side of you that really needs a little bit of that. Yeah, I mean, yeah, there's stability as well, but needs a little bit of fire about one. Do you know what I mean? So I know it seems strange going to a Pisces for that, but I just feel they can provide a little excitement. Let's have a very quick look at what the cards are showing me. So we're getting over past hurdles here is what I'm seeing. That's what the tower's there for. That's in the past. We're looking at little choices, and there you go. You do have a choice. Both are new beginnings. One brings us to the sun. It's the first one we come to, the first one you mentioned, Pisces guy. I feel, let's have a look and see if we can have a look as far as timings go. I'm actually drawn. Now, this is very strange here, okay? Because I'm actually drawn to not taking too long over this, okay? So sometimes we want to take our time. I'm feeling between 1 and 3 weeks, we want to step this up. That's what I'm feeling, okay? Hope you find that useful. Elle, my kind thoughts are with you. Thank you so much for texting through to the show. So you've seen a little bit about the way I like to work there. So I will often work hands-free, go through my guides. Natural psychic hearing, seeing and feeling have been from about the age of 4, so that's 40 years now. And since about the age of 16, I've been doing the equivalent of 1 to 2 readings a day, and sometimes a lot more than that. So, but I will also use the Druid Tarot deck. You'll notice actually Adam Leonard and I use the same Druid Tarot deck. And that's the way I like to work. So let's go on to another text. This says, Richard only, please. Update on James, please. Do you see proper progress or just same old story? Timings, please. Love and light from Taurus. Bless you, Taurus. This James is giving us a bit of the runaround here, aren't they? Actually, because they feel like they step forward, they pull back, they step forward, pull back, and they're a bit, there we are, they're a bit defensive, they overthink everything. There we go. This is actually, though, it's really weird, because as difficult as you're finding this, what I'm getting with this is it's actually giving you a lot of self-empowerment. It's almost like you have drawn in the things that you felt you were lacking. I feel at times you felt like, you know, with certain situations, you weren't patient enough, and with others, you've been too patient. You're realizing where to use one and where to use the other. Okay, balance comes with distance is what I'm seeing here. The more you pull back, the more they have to step up. Now, they have about 2 months in which to step up. Otherwise, for them, you're not going to be interested as much because somebody else will be around you. Hope you find that useful. My kind thoughts are with you. Bless you. Again, from the Mystical Web app, this says, oh, bless you. It says, hello, lovely Richard. The lovely one isn't here. I'm taking his place. Hello, lovely Richard. I'm currently going through a house move and it's very overwhelming. Bless you. I don't feel like I'm going to get it all done in time. Any insight for me, please? That's from Cindy, sent with 3 kisses. Mwah. Just one big one. Straight back to you, Cindy. House move. Oh, bless you, you are flitting from one thing to the other. It's like as soon as you're doing one thing, this other thing that you're not doing suddenly looks like it's really, really important. Then you move over to that, and then you go to something else and something else. So this is why it is feeling overwhelming. Okay. Keep asking for other people to come in, okay? And I don't mean asking out to the universe. Talk. Ask them. Okay? I feel that 2 key people are going to step in and make this a lighter load for you. Okay? I know what it's like moving house over the past 20 years or so. I've done it about between 10 and 17 times, somewhere between there. Who knows? We lose count after a while. So I know what it's like. Yeah? And sometimes I've done that with, count them, 5 children. It can get very overwhelming. But I just feel, get somebody who's very good at organising with lists and making you stick to it. Okay? Because you're not sticking to the list. You're going boom, 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 boom. Oh, I'll never get this done in time. I'll never get this done in time. Keep asking for help. Over next, thank you, 2 to 3 days, 2 people will step forward, but you've got to ask. And one of them is very organised. Hope you find that useful. My kind thoughts are with you. Now, on to another one. Oh, it says no cards. Well, that'll save me picking up the cards then. From the Mystical Web app, it says, Richard, no cards. When will I be blessed with Alan and his feelings for me, love and light, Clovis? Okay, Clovis. Lovely to hear from you this evening. Thank you for trusting me with this. Okay, I do feel that there's going to be almost an arrangement for Alan to come. He's not going to make it, and it will be sort of like postponed by a day or so. Okay? That's the first thing I want to say. His feelings for you. It's so funny because he is still surprised by him feeling for you. Okay? And